Hi guys, and welcome to this video. Today I'm doing a makeup tutorial on this look. I'll be using the Milani Soft and Sultry palette. I'm also testing out a new mascara. This will be a voiceover until I can get things situated. And if you like what you see, drop a heart down below and let's get started. Alright guys, let's get into it. First I'm going to prime my eyes and I'm going to use the Wet n Wild concealer in Ivory. This will help with any discoloration I have on my eyelids, any of that veiny parts. Then I'm going to use the Wet n Wild eyeshadow that's in my skin tone color. I believe it's Brulee. Just pack it all on my eyelid so my eyeshadow has something smooth to work on. I'll be using the Milani Soft and Sultry eyeshadow palette. It's a very cool tone palette. It's actually my first cool tone palette, so I'm super excited about this. And I'm going to be using Soft Touch as my first color. I'm going to build that into my crease area. Now I have hooded eyes, so I have to take this pretty much almost all the way to my brow bone. And I'm slowly going to build this color until I'm happy with it. And I do want to apologize. I have a pimple. We just came back from a trip and apparently my face doesn't like to travel. Alright, so I'm slowly building up this color on the other side of my eye as well. I'm going to be using a color switch to prevent any of the colors from mixing it together on my brushes. All right, next shadow I'm going to be using is Smokin' Hot. And I'm going to be using this in my crease area. I'm going to slowly build this color up as well. I really love this palette. It is really pretty, really amazing to work with. Now I won't take this all the way to my brow bone, just below it. Same thing on the other eye. And now I will apologize again because I forgot to hit the record button. Yes, I did. Look at that. So just to backtrack a little bit, I took After Hours and Untamed together and built it into my crease area. Now I'm just taking a fluffy brush and blending those edges so there's no harsh lines. I promise people I will get better at this. Alright, next I'm taking Naughty Night. And I'm pretty much going to stamp this into my V area, and I'm slowly going to build this color. Now I do tap off the excess from my brush because it is a dark color, so you will get fallout. And I will be doing this to the same thing to the other eye. And I'm slowly also just buffing out those harsh edges. Alright, I'm pretty happy with that. And next, I'm going to use the color Come Hither. Now this is a metallic shadow, so I'm going to put it on my brush and use my MAC Prep and Prime spray to make this shadow really pop. It's a really pretty color. And I'm only going to put it on half of my eyelid. I'm going to leave the inner half for a different color. And I'm going to take this all the way to my crease area. I'm going to do this for both my eyes, obviously. I'm going to slowly just pack this color on there. Alright, so now that that's done, I'm going to use diamonds and pearls for the inner half of my eyelid. Using my Max Fix Plus as well, pack it onto my brush and kind of merge these two colors together. So now I'm going to be taking the Naughty Night shade and just kind of blend it into the metallic shade Come Hither and just have it seem more seamlessly. And I'm building the outer V area again. Alright, so this is what the eyes are looking like. I'm pretty happy with that. And then I'm going to take a wet makeup wipe to wipe away the fallout that I have from the eyeshadows. Alright, next I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Dewy Primer for the rest of my face. Now I have combo skin, so my T-zones tend to be oily, but I really love the way this primer just makes my foundation look. And I will set my face anyway towards the end. I'm using the CoverGirl Outlast All Day 3-in-1 foundation in ivory. And I'm going to be using my Beauty Blender, wet, of course, and just pat this into my skin. Now this is a matte foundation, and it does oxidize a little bit just because it does have SPF in it, but I think it's a pretty good shade for me. And I'm going to slowly build my foundation up. I like a light to medium coverage. And I'm taking this off of my hand just so I'm slowly putting it on my face, because if you just put it on your face, it doesn't blend very well. You have to work pretty quickly with the formula. I still like the way it looks. And for the next step, I'm going to be using Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer. And I'm just going to put this underneath my eyes. This is to hide the purple discoloration that I have underneath. I pretty much have dry under eyes, so I use my fingers to warm up the formula. I find that it blends better into the skin this way. Alright, so after using the concealer, I'm going to use my Physicians Formula in translucent powder. Now this has no color, it is only to set my under eye so my concealer doesn't crease. I know I probably shouldn't be using this fluffy brush, but I like it for my under eye, so use what feels comfortable to you. Alright, so now we're going to do the eyebrows, and I'm going to use L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer, and this is in the color Brunette. And I'm just going to comb out my eyebrows and then fill them in. I have pretty sparse eyebrows, so I'm just going to fill it and then work in the formula. Alright, so for my next step, I'm going to line my waterline with L'Oreal Infallible Longwear Eye Pencil in the color brown. And I did not realize I make so many funny faces while putting on my makeup. Oh my god. Okay. I put this underneath both eyes. Next, I'm going to use Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and this is in the color Light Bronzer. Now, I really like this bronzer. I've been using it forever. It smells like coconut, and I'm going to use this to pretty much contour my face, sculpt out those cheeks, and warm up my face. Next, I'm going to use my e.l.f. palette again. And I'm going to use that blush right there in the middle. It doesn't have a name for the blush or the highlights, but I love the formula. It blends into the skin so well, and it's so pigmented. Alright, so next I'm going to curl my lashes, and I have to get pretty close because I have some baby lashes. Alright, so for mascara, I'm going to use the Collab mascara. Now this is The Works. It's from Sally's Beauty Supply. It is now one of my best mascara. It is a wet formula, and there's a kind of like a dome part of bristles that's on there. I'm guessing it's to separate your lashes. But this mascara is amazing. I mean, it makes my small lashes long, it adds volume, and they stay curled for a very long time. Now, for the bottom ones, I like to use a CoverGirl Lash Blast. I don't know why, but I mean, if I have baby lashes on top, they're even smaller on the bottom. So I need something with smaller bristles. I'm just separating my lashes here. I mean, the mascara does it pretty well. I'm just going over it because I'm a perfectionist. And now for my favorite part, highlight. And I'm going back into my favorite palette, the e.l.f. palette. I'm going to take this color and put it on the high points on my face. And you can see how amazing this highlight is. It is like wet skin. And I'll also put this on the tip of my nose, on my Cupid's bow, all the high points on my face, pretty much. Alright, so I'm going to take my e.l.f. palette one more time, and I'm going to use this as my inner corner highlight for my eyes. Alright, so now I'm going to let my hair down, so no more headband. And I'm going to take Untamed, and I'm going to place this on the bottom lash line. I'm going to place this as close to the lash line as I can, and I'm going to pretty much connect the bottom to the top. From there, I'm going to take Smokin' Hot and smudge that on my bottom lash line. Then I'll take Soft Touch and do the same thing. Alright, so to finish up my eye look, I know this is pretty much frowned upon, especially after putting on mascara, but I do curl my lashes afterwards just because I have some pretty straight lashes, and I am using a very light pressure. And that'll do it. Alright, so now I'm just spraying on some Fix Plus to melt my makeup together, and I'm just going to try to fan my face very quickly. Alright, so to finish up my whole makeup, I'm not going to line my lips with Wet n Wild Gel Lip Liner, and the color is Laid Down the Mauves. Just going to line my lips with that. And then I'm going to take a lip crayon by MUA Makeup Academy. It's a semi-matte lip crayon in the color Flesh. It's pretty creamy. It's one of my favorite lipsticks to use. Alright, and then I'm going to take ColourPop Ultra Glossy Lip in the color Champagne Mammy. Just gonna go over that MUA lip crayon. Alright guys, and that's the finished look. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button so you're notified of the next time I post, and thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.